Hey, my name is Ben. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm working on my 2002 Ford F-150. This is a Lariat edition, but it shouldn't matter if you have a similar year F-150. I think it's like 97 through 03 is pretty similar. This might apply to you. What we've got going on is the heat is not working properly where it doesn't get hot in the winter time. And so my initial inkling after doing some research was that it was probably going to be this door underneath the dash. And normally the dealer will take and pull this entire dash apart. It takes like 8 hours to get this all off in order to access this door. But there's a way you can get around that, albeit it breaks my heart a little bit. You have to make a few cuts underneath the glove box here. So what we've got is take the stuff out of your glove box and then unlatch your glove box, which is going to be a matter of pushing these tabs over. If I can get it, there we go. And then your glove box will drop down. Now there's a piece of plastic that goes from right here to right here. And that piece of plastic you have to cut out. There's actually right down here too. So I had to cut it down here and across this bottom edge and up. And a tool that works really good for this is one of those tools that oscillates, it vibrates back and forth, and the teeth stick straight out. You could use kind of whatever you want though, so I'll put a link to an inexpensive one of those if you're interested. Now here is where you need to access that blend door inside of here. And so yeah, what I've seen other guys do is they just cut it over, cut it down, cut it across, and like cut a whole square out of here. What I did is if you notice here, there's a seam right here at the bottom edge of this area where there's an 8mm bolt. So instead of cutting it all the way out, start at the top corner here, cut it across, cut it down, and then cut all the way down so that you cut through the bottom edge of this seam right here. Let me see if I can get a better view. There you go. Cut all the way down to there so that you can take this loose. So we'll take this 8mm bolt out here now, and I'll come back. All right. I got that 8mm bolt out of there. I'll do my best here to get you a good view. So we'll take the top corner here and just pry this out and lift it up. There we go. And now we can get inside of here and take a look around. Alright, so right there, that big fuzzy thing that goes from the bottom to the top is the blend door. Now what happens, depending on what mode your vehicle is in, it will be closed or open or what have you. So when you're in heating mode, it should be just like it is right now, where it's wide open. You can see that over there is the heater core, I believe. Yeah. And the heater core, obviously, the air flows up and out through the evaporator and then in to the through the heater core. And so if that door gets broken, I'll show you how it works here, but if it gets broken to where it can't fully seat in that direction, then you have air that's blowing by that's just freezing cold. So we'll go ahead and test it here. All right, I have my ignition turned on, and now I have this set to as cold as it'll go. So I turn it all the way down to 60 on my automated controls here, and you'll see in here sorry about that, that my blend door has closed off the heater core. So now air would only be flowing through what you see right here on the right, which is the evaporator. So I'm going to turn the heat all the way up now, and it should start to go back the other direction, forcing all the air to go through the heater core. So if that door goes bad, underneath the dash here, there's a little motor that is supposed to move that. And so what happens is at the bottom of that, right behind here where that little orange, where that little plug is going in, that's the motor that actuates that. Oh, you can kind of see right there is where it goes up through. But anyway, what happens is that little there's a little piece of plastic that comes down to that motor assembly, and that can snap off, and basically that door is just flopping around in there. So if that was your problem, which according to what I'm reading, that is usually the problem when people describe the issue where your engine is getting hot, it's reaching temperature like it should, but for some reason it's still not blowing hot air. Oh, and I know that the reverse can kind of happen too. For air conditioning, it will not get as cold as you want it to. So if that was the case, I'll try to put a link in the description to that blend door itself and the actuator motor. You can watch underneath there, and if that motor moves, you can see kind of the base of it. So adjust your climate controls back and forth and see if that motor is rotating. If the motor is not rotating, then it's just the motor that's bad. If the motor is rotating and your blend door is loose, then you know for sure that that door is broken, and you can get a kit that we can install right through the bottom of the dash, like I showed you how to cut that hole there. Hold on. You can install that new door right through this access cover that we just finished cutting. So now with this, the way we did this, we can literally just snap this back in place here. Maybe, there we go. And then put our 8mm bolt back in there and use some foil tape or whatever method you want to tape these seams shut. And you are good to go, and you saved yourself probably a whole bunch of money and also a whole bunch of time. So I hope this video helped you out. In my case, that wasn't the issue, but for you it might have been. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe down below for more helpful videos and just how-to videos in general. And if it helped you and I saved you some money, I'd appreciate your support. If you choose to use the affiliate links down below, it won't cost you anything extra, and it helps me continue to make videos just like this one. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you in the next video. See ya.